This is your fifth ISE. What do you make of this show this year?
I think it's much busier than previous years. That's the first thing I could see. And then, this industry, particularly broadcast TV, continues to grow.
What are some of the trends that you're seeing this year as compared to last year?
There's, like in other industry, there's definitely more AI. I mentioned broadcast TV, and I think that is like something that is growing within this industry as well.
And I understood that you were hearing some stats earlier about the video industry wanting to get into broadcast the other way as well. Have you seen that trend, and can you elaborate on that a bit more?
The convergence is going in both directions. So broadcast vendors are selling more into this market, but also broadcasters and media organizations are using more general purpose tools. So they are increasingly interested in some of the technologies at the show as well.
We see many broadcast vendors entering this market, ISE and Pro AV and corporate video for the first time. What bit of advice would you give them as first-time exhibitors and first-time entrants into this market?
Yes, that's a very good question. I think it's a very mixed market, so it's made up of different industries. So it's a complex market to address compared to broadcast for a lot of media technology vendors. And some of them don't do the research they need. So my advice is to try to understand the market, try to understand what the priorities of the market are, and we've talked to some companies to help them do that, also by enriching their data and to try to get some data on this market, what the different markets care about, and to segment the audience, because there are different audiences in the market, and to try to position their offerings and what they offer in the right way, so to send the right message to the right people. So this is something we are increasingly doing, because it's something that some broadcast vendors are struggling to do, particularly now with resources being under pressure and the broadcast industry being a little bit under pressure as they try to explore a new avenue for growth. Yeah.
What do you think the biggest announcement that's happened at this show? Have you seen many big announcements, or is it more just people demonstrating their technologies on the show floor?
I think there have been some few announcements, nothing that has been major for me so far, but I've seen different demos, and it's always interesting because technology changes, and as I said before, like for NAB and IBC, there's a lot more AI and a lot more innovation happening at speed. Yeah.
Okay, and for companies that are first-time visitors or first-time exhibitors, what's your #1 top tip?
Do your research, as I usually say. You don't come here without knowing about the market, without knowing what AV users' priorities are. Because a lot of companies coming from broadcast tend to do that, and they have to learn it the hard way.
And you are a local here in Barcelona. Yeah. What would you say to someone that's visiting? What's the one thing they should do when they're coming into town to see this show? What else should they do?
They should certainly have some tapas. I have some restaurants to recommend for that, for sure. And also, if they have never seen it, I would go and see Sagrada Familia, because for me, I know it's the most famous thing, but if you've never seen it inside, I think it's the most beautiful thing to see. Yeah.